I still live, guys? Am I still live? I can't see. Hopefully that I am. I want to show you, my phone is dying. It said I was at 14%, but I cannot see the screen, guys. Okay, guys, we're still live. I want to show you the last part before my phone really dies. So we got this truck involved right here, guys. I can't see the screen. Please bear with me. I can't see none in the comments. And this is the last part right here, guys. I'm using my other phone, my personal phone, to look at the comments. Okay. So this truck right here, guys, was carrying multiple vehicles on a flatbed, slammed into this truck right here, guys, that you see. Okay, guys. So this is the last piece of the Ford transaction that took place here on Interstate 5, guys. It goes all the way down, multiple cars, 35 vehicles took place here, guys. Two fatals, 2 black tags, 1 still pinned in the vehicle. That will come out and try to remove him. Unfortunately, they're waiting for somebody to come out. The coroners here, examiners here, trying to do the first person in the rollover vehicle. Then they'll switch to the other vehicle, trying to remove that person out of that vehicle. So this took place on the Interstate 5 by the 223 freeway, guys. Multiple
Good afternoon.
vehicles, guys. I believe they said
they got a wreck.
8 to 9 people were transported to the hospital. They said 1 is probably still in critical. We'll find out later
on the scene. Let me turn around with you.
On that, guys.
This is in Bakersfield,
guys,
California.
Forgive me, my phone's about to shut off. I am using my other phone to see the comments. Carlos, you
on
said
the
I'm still
I-5 due
Thank you, Carlos.
to fall.
35 vehicles pile up on 4 different locations on this freeway, guys. And this is the last one right here that you guys seen.
So
right
if you
here,
want to see it,
this is the last
it's in
part.
2 parts. Go to RD on the scene in Bakersfield, California.
All families and prayers, guys.
He has 2 videos, part 1 and part 2.
Terrible times due
that
to the
happened
fog.
on
was
the
a factor.
I-5
there was a person said on the dash cam
around Bakersfield, California.
Was at a standstill.
It was foggy. 2 dead.
You could not see, guys.
Got the 2 corners there.
On that, but we'll find out.
It was so bad you couldn't see 2 feet in front of you.
Pops up, guys. Next time I go live.
So, say the prayers to the family of those people involved in that wreck. That's in Bakersfield, California. So let me back that up. This is part 2. There's 1 person dead there. It was a rollover. And it was on I-5. It happened about 7:30 California time. Here it'd be about 10 o'clock. So prayers go to the family and all this. This is brought to you by RD on the scene. So it'll probably be on the news in California. 2 dead. Here's one that the car ran in back of the semi. This is part 2 of RD on the scene. You can go to part 1. I'm putting the word out in case anybody's out there driving. I know there's 3 hours difference, but you got over 25 vehicles. The Bakersfield Fire Department. Thank you guys for doing a good job. And in that van, you see right there, that's another person dead. They got covered up. And the other one you saw where the vehicle was upside down, that's another, dead, which in Indiana, when a person's dead, we call it 10-0, and the coroner is 1079. So, the wreck is caused by fog, and there's a pickup truck. Like I said, you have to look at RD on the scene part 1. This is part 2. So go to his YouTube videos and RD on the scene on YouTube, and you see part 1 and part 2. At the end of this video, RD's cell phone is starting to go dead. But he has his other phone where he's seeing the comments. So, 2 people's dead. Don't know if they're men or women. It's a big pile up. Over 25 vehicles. So, I want to thank RD on the scene for covering this, and probably the news media is looking at this. Police departments. But when it's foggy, I think you're supposed to pull over to the side and turn your 4-way flashers on. But if you look right here, if you pull over, you're going to be a little bit in the dirt. So, thank you, RD, to bring us this live video, which time I got my notification, it was, I got to take a cat nap every once in a while. If you look right there, 1 person dead, and this fireman going to show this fireman a dead body. But, people out there, say prayers to these 2 people that lost their lives today, this morning, about 7:30 California time. And with that big a wreck, it's going to take a while to clean it up. Right here, my time is 3:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'd be about around 12 something in California. This is on the I-5 around Bakersfield, California, about 7:30 this morning. So I figure I'd bring it to you, show you all what goes on in Bakersfield, California. Roger is not a police officer. He isn't kind of news media. And you all give prayers out to the family. So it's going to be a while because you got to get a bunch of tow trucks, heavy-duty tow trucks. You got to have road backs. There's some you can see over at the side went off. There's another truck. There's vehicles back there. So I'm showing it, but, I'm showing you what goes on in California. When it's foggy, find you a place to pull off. Don't drive when it's foggy. I don't know how the weather reports are in California. I don't know if they warn you or what, but as a used to be truck driver, I would sit in a truck stop if the weather's bad. Since it's foggy like it, I've been in fog before, but this is the second fog this week. Earlier in the week, RD on the scene cover a stolen white vehicle that they hit one of those stoplight boxes. And they had to use the jaws of life. If you look, that guy lost the wheel right there. So, think RD on the scene to bringing it. I know I ain't got your permission because it's copyright. But I hope you don't mind, because it'll tell more people to start following your YouTube channel. So, there's a pickup truck that hit the rear end. And it's, it's bad. There's an upside down vehicle right there which got a dead body. Or a black tag. Indiana, you would say 10-0. And a coroner in Indiana code is 1079. I don't know what it is in California. But that person's dead. They got that person covered up with a blanket. So say your prayers for them. Say the prayers for the family and those people there. And the police look at a dash cam from a truck driver that showed everything, which I'm not there in Bakersfield, California. So look at it. Look what it did to that truck. Math Sense, whatever the name of it is, that truck. I don't know where that truck company is from. Say the prayers for the family. And so far, 2 people was killed. And I don't know how many ambulances. You can see the skid marks. Maybe 4 to 10 ambulances, probably. I guess they took them to the closest hospital, which I don't know how California ambulance serves it. If it's trauma, does Bakersfield have a trauma center or what? But I know, I hope Roger don't mind me sharing it on my YouTube channel. But people, go to RD on the scene. He's in Bakersfield, California. He's a live streamer. And live streamers in Bakersfield, California is not police officers. They're not firemen. They're not EMT. And RD on the scene does not break California traffic laws. None of the live streamers does. Not supposed to, but RD don't. But you look at the videos of him driving, you think they're doing 90 miles an hour. If you ever done videos when you're going down the highway, it seems like you're doing 90 miles an hour. You might only go in 55. So you all out here is watching RD on the scene videos and watching mine. So say your prayers. If you know any truck drivers at in California area, I guess if you go to channel 19, if you got a CB radio, you probably can hear about it. You might have a CB radio base station. Listen to channel 19. I listen to 19. I listen to my scanner in case I have to take my son to a doctor where I know how the traffic is. Because they're always having wreck on I-65 anywhere from the 1 mile marker to the 50-mile marker, which is Seymour, Indiana. They have around the 16, the 27, the Scottsburg exit, Austin exit. So I'm going to turn my camera back. So, you know, that's a bad wreck. So say your prayers for the people who lost their lives and their family and all that. I want to thank those Bakersfield Highway Patrol there in California, which is Chippy. I call Punch, you know, because Punch on chips on his motorcycle. You know, they even had a LP truck, a big semi. He's sitting in the median. But when it's foggy like that, either stay at home or pull over to the right as far as you can. If you can get off in the grass, get off in the grass. Turn your four-way flashers on. Keep your headlights on. You know, be careful. This is the second fog thing that happened this week. But this is the worst one this week. The one they had early in the week was that stolen SUV white that hit a traffic signal box. So, thank you, Roger, for bringing it to all you YouTuber subscribers. I'm one of your subscribers. I hope I don't get in trouble since you got the copyright law on it. But thank you for doing a good job there, RD. So I'm cutting the audio out. That way you can just see, seeing the videos. You know, I hate to see somebody lose a life like that. Well, it's so foggy and you sit in one of those semis, you reduce your speed, turn your four-way flashers on. Like most of the ones that got the most damage is your four-wheelers. And there's, like I said, a vehicle upside down on the I-5, which is, I guess, black tag or black toe tag or something. And the other one was in the van. They had that person cover up. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. If you recognize the vehicles, let the police notify the family, because that's their job. Because you might be wrong. That'd be kind of upsetting somebody if that's the wrong vehicle. I believe those two SUVs that's in RD on the scene, I believe, is the coroner. So this is number 2 video for today, which today is Saturday, January the 6th of 2024. Viewer description is advised. Lucky nobody hit that propane truck. That would have been a lot worse. Thank God he was watching. So that's a bad wreck. 2 died, might be more. You have to watch the news, I guess in Bakersfield or however they do stuff. You have to watch them to find out the outcome of it. I know that many semis involved. There's going to be a bunch of heavy-duty tow trucks. There's going to be a bunch of roadbacks. If it's still going on, you got a CB radio and you're close, turn to channel 19. So, this is part 2 of RD on the Scene. RD on the Scene got part 1, so you also want to go to part 1, but I showed you some of part 2. I don't have his permission to share it, but I want to let you know because there's people that does watch my videos. It might be, recorded, but I want to show you what's going on in Bakersfield on the I-5. I know that was a bad stretch of highway. When it's foggy, listen, truck drivers, listen to your CB radio. If it's foggy, you're in a truck stop, stay there. Cars, if you got CB radios, stay at home or wherever you're at. Listen to Channel 19 in your trucks, your automobiles, and stuff like that. That's something to look at. It's time for my unpaid commercial. It's Pepsi Zero Sugar. If you're a diabetic, you got to not have sugar. But there's other soft drinks out there. It has zero sugar in it. Whatever you drink, check and see if your brand got zero sugar in it. I'm not going to mention them because I don't drink, so why should I do free advertisement? But somebody from Pepsi will see it and let Pepsi know that I'm promoting them free of charge if they would donate. And let y'all know you can donate at my post office box, Tom Cartwright, 4375 at Post Office Box, number 1, Charlestown, Indiana. And I watch Crocker's. It's on YouTube. I think he has maybe 3 YouTube channels. There's one, he drinks coffee in the morning, and other Crocker videos. So I want, throw that in to help him out. So the next time I catch him live, I would type in that I'm telling people about your channel on my YouTube channel and tell them the name and the number, helping that they go look at it. And all this, like I say, you got Tractor Time with Tim. He lives in Indiana. And another one that's in Indiana, close to me, is for public safety. He goes for the Cooks in Clark County, Meade County, Kentucky. The Cooks, they got down to Meade County. And, that's just some of the YouTube videos I see. And also, JB Travelers. He's a truck driver. Sometimes he do live stream when he's traveling. He got that truck decorated with cameras on the outside, inside. He was involved in a wreck. Somebody cut over in front of him or something. Them cameras will save his rear end. So you might want to look at some of these videos, all kinds of videos. There's video on Prison Live Studio. I want to thank RD for using Prison, which I'm still learning. But I cannot use the mirror portion of the Prison mirror because of my laptop. Because I guess it's a graphics card problem, which people that make comments or email me how they do it, said you need a computer, what they call gaming computer. Then I can do my live streams on my computer and don't have to miss anything on my phone. I do watch YouTube on my big screen TV, but it's kind of hard to read the comments more than 6 feet away, probably 10 feet time I lay my head up. I'm setting up. So go to RD on the Scene in Bakersfield, California. Look at the videos that he done today. There's part 1 and part 2. So I'm just letting y'all know to go to his YouTube channel, RD on the Scene. None of them live streamers in Bakersfield are police officers. They obey the traffic laws. Be polite when you go to somebody YouTube live stream. Don't talk bad about other live streamers, because some of them YouTubers put you on probation, maybe for a day or 2 days. If you're real bad, you'd be kicked off of the channel. So, be polite, be good, and thank them live streamers for bringing you them good stories of California and other places throughout the United States. A1 Media in Bakersfield. He's using a cell phone with a bracket up on his dash. And he got it plugged into his cigarette lighter. He's using the same app that I got on my phone, he has on his phone. He told me what he had to do it in his mobile. He got a bracket as a suction cup. You sit on your dashboard. But Roger you can buy these battery back up, but you can carry with you. You can plug in and it keep you going live stream. But I don't know what it's called. So that's one thing Roger might want to look at. So you gonna fall on the floor, Lexi? So you might want to look. Anybody that's doing YouTubing, you're using your cell phone. As long as you got a cigarette lighter, you can live stream. But if you get out of your vehicle, how long will your battery last? They got something you can buy. It's like an extra battery. You got to keep it charged up, and you can plug it in your phone. It might last 2 to 4 hours. I forget. I had something like it once. But since I moved, it probably got misplaced. You know what happens when you move? You get displaced. And, it's bad. That wreck on the I-5 this morning, 7:30 California time. My time would be about 10:30. But it takes hours to clean up something like that. I don't know how many tow trucks they got around Bakersfield, especially for the big trucks. They got one that rotates around. How many of them they got? That's something, to look at in California. But I want to thank RD on the Scene for bringing it. I'm sorry, RD, that I don't have your permission, but I think something this bad outside of Bakersfield, or wherever this is by Bakersfield, to educate the people. So, people, if you probably got a CB radio, turn it 19. Listen to the truck drivers. That way you know how bad the interstates are, stuff like that. I know that not all truck drivers have CB radios. I know quite a few four-wheelers don't have it. In the case of this foggy area, it'd be nice if you had a CB in there on channel 19. You can find out if there's wrecks or anything like that, where you can take your detour and you won't be stuck in traffic. So go to RD on the Scene. he has two videos, part 1 and part 2. So, you know, say prayers for their family. You know, like I said, go to RD on the Scene on YouTube, and you see part 1 and part 2. One I showed you from part 2. And, you know, there's a bunch of 18-wheelers. There's also what you call a straight truck. It got dual axles under the back, like a box van. So you had 2 people dead at the time RD was on the scene there. You know, they took quite a few people to the hospital. I don't know if they took them to a trauma center. I don't know how Bakersfield ambulance department does. I guess the critical, they might take them to a trauma center. I don't know. Maybe RD on the Scene have explained it in his videos. It's time to throw my unpaid sponsor, Pepsi Zero Sugar. So Pepsi, if you want to get in touch with me, send me a letter to my post office box. Number 1, my name, 4375, post office box number 1, Charlestown, Indiana. Hit the bell, hit the thumbs up. I need more subscribers before I get anything from YouTube. That way I don't have to put my donation in the chat area. So
vehicles, and we had 2 black tags and 9 green tags, which is 2 deceased and.
this is a news media station talking to, I guess, the fire chief.
And what did you guys do on the scene here?
So we got on scene first, fired in, and we did a triage of the whole incident, and we basically just went up and down the scene, which was strewn out over about a half mile, and triaged the patients based on how critically injured they were. And then Paul's ambulance, CHP came in, and we just triaged mostly.
35 vehicles, can you kind of give us a sense of how chaotic that must have been?
Yeah, it was pretty chaotic. When I first pulled up on scene, it was compressed natural gas saddle tanks on the side of some of the big rigs that were ruptured. So a lot of the bystanders that weren't injured were trying to help people, and they were in with natural gas. So we had to deal with that first to get everybody evacuated from that area and get them upwind.
Okay, where do we stand now?
Right now, CHP is waiting for their med team to come do an investigation on the scene. Fire is almost complete. We're going to have to do a few extrications, and we're just waiting, making sure there's no more patients on scene at this time.
Extrications, is that for the black tag?
Yes, we still have one patient that's unfortunately still trapped in their vehicle, but the investigation has to occur before we can do it.
Okay, how bad was the fog when you guys arrived?
It was probably 10 feet visibility.
Okay, anything else?
No, I just want to say great job by everybody in all agencies that arrived on scene. Everybody worked well together, and they accomplished our mission.
You guys did a great job. Thank you.
That was RD on the scene.
35 vehicles.
And 85 vehicles involved in this.
One still pinned into the vehicle. That way, it's a black tag. Apparently, there's four guys. Transactions. I mean, like people piled up on 4 different locations. This is the 3rd one right here, guys. This is the 3rd one. I really
See, there's a straight truck.
haven't walked down there yet, guys. But the 4th transaction, is down here, guys. It's way down there.
That's a really bad wreck. You heard from, I guess, somebody from the fire department.
Good morning. Yo, you're good, man.
And you had a news station, plus RD was there getting the.
The last one was in 80-something over on the 58.
So
that was like 40 to 50 vehicles.
And you heard that Roger said the last one's about in the 80, about 40 to 50 vehicles. I think it's fire department spokesman said this is about 85 vehicles. That's a lot of vehicles on the I-5, so I'm cutting his audio out. Say the prayers. You know, Indiana called, like California called black tag, Indiana called it 10-0, which is death, or dead. And the coroner is 1079 in the state of Indiana. It might be different state to state. So, go to RD on the scene. He's a live streamer in Bakersfield, California. And, thank him. Hit his notification bell. Hit thumbs up. He showed some wrecks, house fires, police pursuits, and stuff like that. So I'm just letting you know what's going on. If there's a part 3, which I don't know because he probably had to charge his phone. I'm not going to show because the one I just saw showed a blue car license plate. I'm not going to do that because, families have to be notified. And they just showed a gasoline truck. Lucky it wasn't hit in the rear end. There's an LP 18. No, that looks like a gasoline truck, but it looks like a LP tanker is what it looks like. But be careful. For what I've seen this week of foggy, California is the worst place for fog. So, I don't know what causes fog. So, this is going to be a shorty. So, I want to thank the police officer in California for doing the job, and your fire department, and the other police officers on the scene. They do a good job. So, next time if you're out running around in California, or you see a police officer at a fast food restaurant, or somewhere eating, thank them for their service. They love it. That make them, feel real good that they're doing a good job. But some police officers out there don't do a good job. So I want to thank you, police officers in Bakersfield, California. I'm sorry I don't live there. I'll probably be there just like Roger. But I can't drive in traffic like that in California. I be saying things on YouTube that you all wouldn't like. I might be over 70 years old, but man, that would upset me. I think the traffic where I live is not bad, unless you go to Jeff, Louisville, and New Albany. It's like that. You want to pull your hair out. People does not pay attention. People, when you're driving, do not answer your phone. Do not text. It's illegal, I guess, in most states. So please, do not talk on your phone. When I'm out driving, I don't answer my phone. I leave it in my pocket. I don't need to answer. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail. So, I'm going to throw another sponsor who's not, I don't get paid by him. It's Jacoby Sells. He's a Kubota dealer in Salisbury, Indiana, on Highway 60 in Salisbury. That's all I'm going to say. I know I never get one unless God wants me to. So I'm letting you know what I wanted. But I want to do a better live stream. Like I said, a new computer. What they call a gaming computer, because the graphics card is better. So, when you go to some of these YouTubers, and they're not live, when you watch it again, or for the first time, you have commercials, which is good. But during live streaming, you don't do it unless they're a paid sponsor and you give it, you do it straight with the person doing the live streaming. Roger has done, his buddy has a tow truck, which I forget what his name is. You have to look at Roger's YouTube videos. It's RD on the Scene, and the family YouTube channel is Kern County Crime Watcher, which is on, I think, Tuesdays and Fridays, something like it. Could be Monday, but, go up there. You can watch both of them videos, subscribe to both of them. So, they do a good job. They're not police officers. They're like a news reporter, bringing it to you firsthand. Sometimes the news media will contact those live streamers and get a copy of it since they can't do it. And I think they pay those live streamers. But you have to ask him how they work it. I don't. I'm a rookie. So I want to thank RD on the Scene for bringing this bad wreck on the I-5 somewhere around Bakersfield. It's over 65. I think that the fire department guys, I think he said 75, unless I misunderstood him. So I want to thank that news station for covering it. I want to thank RD on the Scene for covering it. And, I said I like to do live streams in my car. But there's things that I need. I need that cell phone mount. I guess it got a suction cup on it. You can sit it on your dashboard. I need a cable that I can plug my cell phone in. I have an iPhone SE, which is red. I don't know if all iPhone SE is red or what. So, that's one thing I need. Two things I need to go live stream in my automobile. As far as wrecks like this, probably not. I can show you the countryside like that. But my tough luck, if I was to put my scanner in the car, they'd take it away from me and I'd be out $1,000. Because it's one of those digital P25 800 megahertz. It'll do the low bands, the UHF, VHF. The only thing it will not pick up is the encryption, what some police departments use it. It does not pick up the computer traffic, which they probably got it hooked into the radio, but they got another frequency, I believe, for that. But I don't know how those 800 radio works in Indiana and Kentucky. So go to RD on the Scene, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up, and all this. If you're new to his channel, I said, I watched Tom Cartwright 4375 YouTube video, and he told me about your YouTube channel. I'm not on Facebook. I'm trying to figure out trick, but I haven't figured that out until I get where get used to that. I think prison will let you do it on prison, but I'm not sure. Twitter will not let you do it live. So just pass it on. Like I said, you got a bunch of live streamers in Bakersfield. You got A1 Media. You got White T-Shirt Media. You got Bravo. You got a bunch of others. So you probably want to go there and watch them. Roger probably gonna have to charge your cell phone or get one of them other battery things that he can carry with him in case he gets out of his car. So that tells me he's using a cell phone. So that's one thing I have to get, one of those battery backups, which you got to make sure it's charged. Another YouTube channel that I listen to and watch is Bakersfield Scanner, which they on right now. And he used radio reference, and they got a program that you can hook your scanner up to this and that. He does ask for donations. I'm guessing he's on from 12 to 12 California time. So if you don't have a police scanner in your house and you're up between 12 and 12, you might want to go to YouTube and punch in the search engine of YouTube, Bakersfield Scanner or Scanner, something like that. And subscribe to it. Then you hit the notification bell on it. When he goes live, you get a notification of it. I don't know, between 12 and 12, if he's in bed sleeping or at work, whoever owns this channel, I want to thank this person, whoever he or she is, letting the people know what's going on in Bakersfield. If you don't live anymore, you might want to go there. So I'm going to make this a short one. Goodbye. This is my second video for January the 6th of 24. Will I come back tonight? I don't know. This is, it's a Saturday. I had to look at the calendar and see what day it was. I should look on my laptop, because on Bakersfield Scanner has January the 6th. Dummy me. See? That's what happens when you get old. So God bless you all. Like I said, make a donation. Some things you can use Amazon. They can ship it to my post office box. It usually takes 7 days for the Pony, 7 to 14 days for Pony Express to deliver it, when it used to take a couple of days. They asking for pay raises, this and that. I wouldn't give them crap, because it takes longer to get your mail, especially when you have to pay bills. And some of you send a check in the mail to pay your bills. Well, you know what happens when you're late. Blame it on the post office. When it used to take 2-3 days, it takes 7 to 14 days or longer. So blame the post office. That's my pet peeve for today. God bless you. I'm kind of, like I say, I'm asking for those donations. Like the cell phone deal with way I can. It's like a plunger. You stick it to your dashboard, and a cable for the iPhone SE phone, which mine's red. So if you go to your local cell phone shops, I like get a cord. It got a USB on one end, and the other one goes to an iPhone SE. You got one. By sending it to my address with 4375, I know it came from a YouTuber. So I know everybody's not rich. So, go to these YouTubers. Tell them you saw it on my YouTube channel, and tell them what it is and the numbers. I said, thanks to him, that I'm here, thank him. Be polite on them YouTube people that goes live. Be polite. Everything PG. Don't put anybody down. You know the rules. When you sign up to get on YouTube, you know what the rules is. And you heard some of them YouTubers what no is. Some of them don't want to talk politics. I would talk, that's my First Amendment right. Then you can put your 2 cents in. It helps to talk about it. So God bless you. Thank you for watching whenever you watch this. So thank you for any donations. So thank you for watching from Southern Indiana.